name's Dominic Winger, and I'm in 8th grade, and I got the chance of a lifetime to go to space camp in Huntsville, Alabama, in the 7th grade summer. And we were there for 6 days, and the first day was the day that we were on an airplane, and when we were on the airplane, everyone was saying like how great of an experience it is on an airplane, and it was my first time to be on an airplane, and it was my birthday that we left for space camp, so it was a pretty exciting day for me, and we got to in the airplane, we went above the clouds. It was an awesome experience. And then when we landed in space camp, or Huntsville, Alabama, we departed in a cool little bus that was like special for space camp, and we went to space camp, and I was like, where is it? It's like there's like a whole bunch of buildings everywhere, and then you can see the door.
My name's Autumn Page, and I'm in 8th grade, and I got to go to space camp after the summer of 7th grade. So, and one of my favorite parts about space camp was the rides that we got to go on, including the space shot, which it shot you up really high, and you went down really fast. And that was really cool because it was like a rush, and I liked the rush. And another thing we got to do is that we got to meet an astronaut and have lunch with an astronaut, and I really liked that. It was really
I was the flight director in mission control, and that's where you monitor where they're going, and and the flight director, you're supposed to make sure that everything's going the way it is going. You need to make sure everything happens on time, like the T-minus 1 second and counting, and you just make sure everything's going as it's supposed to go.
I was a special worker that worked in the space orbiter, and it was an actual real orbiter used by the astronauts. And what I got to do was I got to conduct experiments. Like, it was supposed to be in space, and we got to do experiments and like learn how different chemicals react together. And it was really neat.
We met an astronaut. His name's Dr. Robert Hoot Gibson, and his crew went up into space and set a world record for the most people in space on the same shuttle. And you know, everything he explained to us seemed really cool, and the thing that really did impact me was meeting him, and the things that he told us, and all of his, and he shared with us all the experiences that happened, and that just seemed really cool. And that at the end of space camp, I was just looking back at that, and I'm like, it would be pretty cool to work for NASA or even try to be an astronaut myself. And that's what I'm going to try to do. It may seem like a big goal to strive for, but I'm going to try to do it.
Space camp impacted my visions for the future because, well, at first, like before space camp, I didn't really have a vision for the future, but now, like after listening to the astronaut Dr. Hoot Gibson, or Robert Hoot Gibson, I was thinking about it and how he flies like every single plane. I think that's really amazing, and I think I want to join the Air Force because of it and learn how to fly planes and hopefully be a pilot like he.
Thank you, Northrop Grumman, for sending us to space camp. We had a blast.